If you love growing colourful blooms for the purpose of a cut flower garden, or if you're recently engaged like myself and you desire to create a beautiful bouquet, well, you're in for a treat because today I'm at the Big Bouquet Flower Farm to learn all about how to create a stunning bouquet. So let's go meet the team behind it all. This family-run business is nestled in the heart of Hillsville in the Yarra Valley, where over 62,000 gerbera flowers are grown. And it's Natalie and Sandra who started the journey here 7 years ago on the farm, which was established in 1995. Natalie, what are you looking for when you're creating a bouquet? Is it the colour story or your hero flower?
I think floristry is such a personal choice, Bonnie. Sometimes it's a favourite colour, sometimes it's a favourite flower. It also depends on the season and what's available at the time.
What are you looking for when you're harvesting your flowers? Is it the stem length, the flower? What are the key things to look for?
With the gerberas, it's most important that they're ripe. So what we look for is stamens, which start in the centre of the flower. When they're showing a full ring of stamens, that's when we know they're ripe and ready to be harvested.
I really love the way that you use foliage in your bouquets. What inspires you to go outside and find foliage to use in them?
I think the foliage really complements the flowers. I love getting different textures and colours. It helps enhance the beautiful blooms that we're using.
Can we gather a few flowers and put some bouquets together?
Absolutely, let's go see what we can find.
So we have an incredible spread. What do we start with? Do you start with the flowers or would you start with the foliage?
I always like to start with the foliage. That gives you a little base to work from and that starts to build your structure. You can then work your flowers in around that. I always like to strip the leaves, the lower leaves.
And strip this one back as well?
Yep, absolutely. Any foliage that sits below the waterline in a vase is going to cause bacteria. Usually with cut flowers, it's the bacteria in the water that will age them. So we've started creating a really beautiful centre base. Now we can start to frame that with some extra foliage around the outside and start to give us that shape. Got some calathea here, which again has got that beautiful natural shape. We can tie that into the outside and start to create a frame.
So now that we've got our foliage, what would be your hero flower that you would start now?
Well, I think we're going to start with some gerberas over here.
Yeah, these are stunning too. I've never seen gerberas like these ones
These
before.
are a new variety. They're a spider gerbera, and they just are like gerberas with bad hair day. They've got that loose and unstructured look, which has been really on trend in the last 12 months.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful flower.
And this is where that foliage base is going to help to hold those flowers into place. With a bouquet for a wedding, it's important to remember there's going to be a front and a back. Okay. So always keeping the front with all those extra special blooms in there.
So these are the ones that we picked.
Yep.
And they're absolutely stunning. And I didn't actually know a gerbera could come in this sort of colour.
Yep.
It's very, very in vogue, I say.
Yes, very. Gerberas are typically known for being their big, bright, beautiful blooms.
Yeah.
Quite a bulky flower. But when we see colours like this is absolutely perfect for a wedding bouquet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Delicate and soft. So now that we've filled up all those gaps, I think this is looking pretty ready to go. So all that's left to do is walk down the aisle.
I'm really pleased with it. Thank you so much. And if you find yourself creating your own bouquet for your wedding, we would love to see it. So share it with us on our social media page. I think all that's left to do is I need to go get married.